Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today we're talking about Anub'arak. Yes, he got a major rework in the patch 18.0. We're currently in patch 18.1. So what I want to do, I want to go over the changes that came to Anub'arak, the actual rework, after which we're going to skip to a little bit of gameplay, but first a little bit of a talent analysis, okay? And at the very end, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the overall hero rework. If you're not interested in all the talking, skip the gameplay button should be available roughly at the top of the screen. If you're watching from a mobile device, please check the video description for the gameplay time. So with that out of the way, let's see what changes came to his base kit. Not a lot more changes in terms of actual talents. However, Hardened Carapace did receive a buff, about a 15% increase in the actual shield size and a reducing cooldown from 8 seconds to 7 seconds. Anub'arak also got about a 5% increase in health and health regeneration. Okay, so they're trying to make him a tad more beefy, a tad more tanky. One of the issues with Anub'arak is the fact that he was super squish. So there you go. Other than that, not so much. In terms of actual raw kit. Pretty much that's it. We're gonna move on to talents and we're gonna start at level 1 with extended spikes. This one got a buff. Now also increases the impale damage by 25%. It used to only increase the range by 25, but now also you get 25% extra damage as well. Dampen magic has been added to Anub'arak. Now before this patch, only Stitches had dampen magic. This is theoretically is a non-hero specific talent. Upon taking ability damage, reduce that damage and further ability damage by 50% for 1.5% can only trigger once every 8 seconds. So obviously against high spell damage teams, this is a viable option. Assault Scarab received a bit of a buff. It used to increase the damage of your beetles by 25%, now increases by 30%. Regen Master is the new Regen Master, okay? This is a non-hero specific talent. Upon gathering 30 regen globes, you get a boost of 500 health. You get less health regen than before, okay? But once you complete the quest, you will get that huge boost of 500 health. My record on this one was about 10 minutes on Tomb of the Spider Queen to get it full, just roaming from lane to lane and so on and so forth. It's easy on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but on other maps, not so easy at all. Moving on to level 4, Under King got a bit of a change as well. Increases battle charge range by 20% and damage by 100%. Now they did a bit of a swap in actual properties between Under King and what was the other one? Hold on, let me see. Between Underking and Epicenter, but we're going to talk about Epicenter when we get there. Locust Needles got a buff as well. It used to increase basic attack. Basic attacks deal 60% of your basic damage in an area around the target. It used to be 50%. So another 10%. If you need wave clear, okay, this is clearly the way to go. There are maps which you need wave clear, maps that favor rotation, such as Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire, okay, these kind of maps where you want to wave clear really fast and start rotating to other lanes, try to get an advantage like that, try to catch somebody out. Legion of Beetles pretty much is the exact same and would only recommend it for a beetle build as I would with Assault Scarab. Let's move on to level 7, Shadow Exoskeleton. This one got a buff as well. It used to increase your movement speed by 25 or 20% for 3 seconds. Now it's up to 30, so more movement speed increase for Shadow Exoskeleton. Not a lot of people play with this one. Not a lot of people like this one. I do. I treasure mobility on medias a whole lot more than other people. I like it, but I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. Chitinous Flattening. While Hardened Carapace is active, taking damage from enemy abilities, reduces its cooldown by 0.75 up to 3 seconds. So let's think about this one for a little bit, okay? I wish people would understand that busy means busy. So the cooldown for Hardened Carapace is 7 seconds, okay? Okay, the maximum we're gonna get out of this one is 3 seconds, but look how it reads. While Hardened Carapace is active. Let's think about what kind of spell damage dealers we have in Heroes of the Storm right now, and what are the heroes that kind of go around in the meta. Bursters, okay? Heavy bursters. Sustained spell damage would be something like Lunara, okay, through her passive. That is sustained damage, and against a Lunara you will get tremendous value out of this one, but against something like Li Ming you're not gonna get much out of it. Why? Your shield is probably gonna get knocked down in one fell swoop, so you're not gonna be able to get that much value out of Chitinous Flattening. However, against sustained spell damage, this is clearly the way to go. Leeching Scarabs didn't change. Beetle heals you for 50% of the damage while each attack if you are nearby. With each attack if you are nearby. I think it was 40, I may be wrong, might have gotten above, looks pretty much the same. Again, for the Beetle sustain build, if you want to go that way for Anub'arak, it's still possible, it's still doable, it still works. There you go. Not really anything to talk about it more, because they didn't really address the Beetle build all that much, except with Assault Scarab, which is definitely something. Not a big difference though. Locust Swarm and Cocoon, pretty much the same for the most part. Locust Swarm did receive a reduction in mana cost, so nothing major there. We're gonna move on to level 13. Burning Rage is still the same old Burning Rage. Theoretically, as Anub'arak, if you're gonna be in the middle of the enemy team, and theoretically you are gonna be in the middle of the enemy team, and you need the extra damage, then Burning Rage, absolutely. The question is, can you stick to your target so Burning Rage can actually do some work? If not, it's gonna be wasted. Against Cloakers, again, very good talent. Orticanting Spines. Casting Hardened Carapace will also deal damage to nearby enemies, deals double damage against heroes. Now, the base amount of damage of this particular talent has been reduced significantly. However, it now deals double damage against heroes. So, less wave clear, but more against heroes. If you need the extra damage, absolutely, this would be the way to go. But to be honest, this is more bursty, this is more sustaining damage, because at the end of the day, these are both damage talents, okay? If you want to go for a full Carapace build, that absolutely Orticanting Spines, you can definitely go for that. Reduce cooldown with Chitinous Platinum, okay, again, against sustain spell damage. And with Orticanting Spines, you're going to be able to follow that up with damage. If not, Burning Rage. And finally, Bed of Barbs. I really like the new Bed of Barbs. Create a bed of spikes along Impel's path that slows enemies by 30% and deals damage per second. Spikes persist for 3.5 seconds. So this one got a buff. Okay, that's what I liked it before, but now it's got a buff. 3.5 seconds is a long time to actually leave that area on the ground, especially if you couple that with the level 1 talent Extended Spikes that increases the range. Okay, so you're going to get this big AoE on the ground. All that AoE will slows enemies by 30% and deals damage per second for 3.5 seconds. Okay, I definitely love this talent on Anub'arak. We're gonna move on to level 16 Epicenter. Increases the borrow charge impact area by 85%, so it's gonna be much easier for you to get multiple targets knocked up. And lowers the cooldown by 4 seconds for each hero hit. So let's look at the cooldown of this one. This is 16 seconds. So theoretically, if you hit 4 of these guys, it's the cooldown. It's not gonna happen all that often, okay? Unless you got some crowd control to keep them all together and whatnot. Maybe a Gazlowe grab a bone into Exploding Charge and you follow it up with your E ability. Definitely can work like that. I love Epicenter, always did. And I like the fact that you're gonna get reduced cooldown when you hit heroes, okay? Because normally it shouldn't be that hard to hit at least 1 or 2. More than that, well, it's gonna depend on the situation. Beetlejuiced. This one has been reworked. Every third basic attacks against enemy heroes spawns a beetle. Now, this is cool to get a full legion of beetles, you know, like to get a lot of little beetles around you. You can couple him, maybe get him some attack speed buff with the Jimmy Raynor or Abatur's Hat, okay? Abatur's Hat with the adrenal talent and all whatnot, and just keep on attacking here. Spawning beetles, and try to go for a beetle sustain build again. For the beetle build, you can definitely try it out. I did try the beetle build. Seemed okay, just like always, you know, with Anub'arak's beetle build. It's okay, but nothing super spectacular. Blood for Blood, the same as has always been. This is more or less my go-to option at level 16, simply because it's guaranteed. Okay, obviously it's gonna be a whole lot more effective against heroes with high health pools, something like, I don't know, Muradin, Joanna, Cho'Gall. Okay, against heroes with higher health pools, this will offer you a whole lot more value. It's a long cooldown though, keep in mind 60 seconds is a lot. We're gonna move on to level 20. Hive Master has not been changed. Crypt Wave, however, has been changed. It used to that you have to channel. Stay in one place and channel at your cocoon target to extend the duration. Now you only gotta be around it. You can do whatever else as long as you're around it. The CC duration will be increased. I don't find much value in this one, and I'll tell you why. Normally, the duration for the cocoon is 8 seconds, and cocoon was the way to go. For example, if you want to counter a Cho'Gall, you're gonna pick Anub'arak, you're gonna get the cocoon on to him, and you're gonna practically, for a full 8 seconds, knock 2 enemy heroes out of the fight, clean up the rest of them, and then deal with the Cho'Gall. The thing is, 8 seconds is enough, from my point of view. I never really felt the need, very rarely, I wish that cocoon would have lasted like a second more or something like that. And again, you kind of gotta stay around it, so that's why I believe that Crypt Wave is mostly worthless. The 8-second base duration on cocoon, from my point of view, is more than enough to get the job done. Hardened Shield, the same Hardened Shield. As always, 75% less damage for 4 seconds. Still viable on Anub'arak. Still a good choice to have, simply because, well, you're not all that tanky. You're still not all that tanky. You can go for sustain build if you so desire. Your mitigation is going to depend on the enemy team. If they do have sustained spell damage, then you can, again, Chitinous Platinum and just keep on rolling into shield. But keep in mind, your mana pool does have a limit, and Anub'arak has very, very small mana issues, but has some. And Rewind, as per usual, usual, the same old rewind. If you want to get double stuns, mad CCs, and so on and so forth, get a knock up, get a impeding spike, then follow up with your E borrow charge, rewind, and again Q into E, and so on and so forth. Definitely can work on Anub'arak. And this tier, it really depends on how my team is looking like. Because if I'm the only tank on the team, I'm gonna pick up Hardened Shield. If not, I'm gonna look towards Hive Master or Rewind as my final talent choice. That's gonna do it for the changes to Anub'arak. We're gonna skip to a little bit of gameplay. As per the usual, I'll give you my thoughts at the end on the overall hero rework. Skip it the gameplay right about now. You know what? For you guys, I'm even gonna buy the Master skin. Here you go. Here you go. I'm even buying Master skin. I don't like it all that much. Now skip it the gameplay. Alright guys, here we go. So we landed on Battlefield of Eternity, sadly for me, and we're gonna pick up our first talent for Anub'arak, but first the two teams, so we know what talent we pick up. We got Lieutenant Morales, Anub'arak, Tracer, Sergeant Hammer, and Chromie. While on the enemy side you got Butcher, Nova, Chromie, Dehaka, and Brightwing. This is solo queue, by the way, okay? So we're solo queuing pretty much. So what kind of damage they got? Ability damage from Nova and Chromie, and a little bit for Brightwing. Butcher has both ability damage and AA damage for the most part. Okay, good. So sadly on this map, I can't even think about taking Region Master because of the nature of the battleground. So I'm just gonna go with, am I the only warrior? Yeah, I'm the only warrior. So if you're, am I the only frontline? I'm the only frontline as well. Okay, fine. Dampen Magic. Given this scenario, I can only go for Dampen Magic. From my point of view at least. I'm not gonna go for a Beetle build, not gonna go for a Beetle sustain build. We're gonna go for Dampen Magic at the first tier, and I'm gonna try to peel for my Morales as best I can. You can still go for Beetle build. Beetle build is still a thing. It still works, not as well as... Got you. No. No, she's here, but no. Okay, do not have the speed to actually stay with her, one, and second would be nobody would kind of notice her there. We're gonna try to build, I guess, around Sergeant Hammer, try to protect him. Gotta adapt to solo queue situations where the Butcher would appear to be AFK. Good damage. Oh, he just came out. Got a front for my team. Again, I am the only warrior. Thankfully, I have a Morales which can provide a ton of heals. That will definitely be good. Oh, good damage there by our Chromie onto the enemy. Brightwing almost blew her up. We're still doing good here. Hopefully on the top lane, Tracer is having as good of a time as we are. We're pushing them back, so I can't really be complaining about that. They have a Chromie. It's gonna bombard. It's gonna bombard on Hammer. Here comes Butcher as well. Try to get in between him and Hammer. And try, let's make our glorious escape. The Haka has been caught in stasis. Grab me, not them. Grab me, not them! Okay. Gone. With the wind. And I gotta go back because I could burn Fountain now, but it would be pointless considering the Immortals are up. Tracer is doing a little bit of work to that Immortal. Nothing too major though. Alright, so we did lose Sergeant Hammer there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get to safety fast enough and the Haka caught him. I don't like the position I'm in right now. We're gonna talk more about Anub'arak and all whatnot, but I don't like the position I'm in. Solo warrior, solo tank only as Anub'arak. I don't enjoy the Beetle build. I still consider it a tad iffy for my taste, and we're gonna talk about that at the very end as well. For the time being, we're gonna lose the first one, hands down. Okay, we're gonna lose the first phase of Immortal, hands down. Let's see, what do you want? You want to defend? Okay, let's defend then. Well, if you want to defend, let's defend. I'm on the Chromie. Okay, they're not here with me. They're chasing something else. Try to stun the enemy Butcher. I did stun the Butcher, but now I'm on my own. If I want to stun the Butcher, he would have probably killed my Lieutenant Morales. Thankfully, Brightwing teleported away. I might actually be able to get away with my life. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to. Sadly, there we lost Morales and Chromie. I was on the Butcher there and the enemy Chromie. Nobody left really to peel for Hammer though, for Morales. And the enemy team is gonna pick up the first Immortal, hands down, no problem. Not good. Let's go with Under King. Get this will increase the range of borrow charge and damage. Should make it easier for me to dive my targets. I see on the top lane Tracer is gathering XP. So we should be good to stay here and try to defend against this Immortal. Not looking good, but then again, it's par for the course for me with this battleground. I don't like it, and it doesn't like me, so there you go. Right, I'm just showing a little bit of presence. As you can see, I'm not being too ballsy. I'm not that beefy. Oh, nah, I got my E. It's no problem. It's no problem. It's no problem. And with the increased range there, I'm gonna be able to get right behind my game. Love that talent. Love the extra range on Borrow Charge. Always did. Uh-oh. Okay. Fresh meat once again on me, huh? Try to get a stun, and I'm gonna back away now. Taking too much of a pounding. Sergeant Hammer was raining vengeance upon them. Sadly, it was not enough. Let's dodge the Chromie. Alright, we defended successfully. The enemy Immortal only got towers and gate. And a little bit of damage onto that fort, but nothing too major. We're gonna be fine for the time being. We're playing a defensive game. Right now, we're playing a defensive game. I think we should really try to build around the hammer. Right now, I think that is our only option, considering everything. It's okay, I got hammer raining down vengeance on it, but I got shreked. I could have activated Borrow Charge. I thought I was not gonna die that fast, but then again, Chromie decided, you know what, I'm just gonna blow you up instead, so there you go. It's not, Anub'arak is not an actual tank. I tried him today in many different team compositions as him being the only tank of the team, okay, the only warrior. And it just didn't go well. It simply didn't go well, no matter the composition. The only time it actually went well, if you're going for full burst, okay? If you're going for full burst and you want Anub'arak there just to provide the crowd control, you know, the dive, the initial CC, and in a couple of seconds you're gonna destroy your targets, then yes, he can work. But an actual drag down fight, you know, if you want a front line that can soak up some damage, that's not Anub'arak, no matter how you build them. The way I felt most tanky with him was with Region Master when I got my 500 globes and built for full sustain Anub'arak. That's the only time I actually felt he is actually tanky. Again, I'm the only front line. The Butcher isn't charging Morales, he's charging me, but look at this, Brightwing coming in. I got a massive stun there, but how are we gonna follow it up? I don't know. Sergeant Hammer, on who was he focusing? Because I see multiple targets being low, but not a single kill. We're gonna be picking up Kittlenness Flattening. This will reduce the cooldown of our W ability every time we take ability damage. Follow me. Nah, I thought so. That's gonna cancel out his charge. Chromie is all alone, which is definitely a nice thing for me. Okay, they got vision on me again. Not good, guys. Not looking so good. Got a stun there. Nova's in position. Okay, here comes my guys doing a lot of damage. The Haka bypassing me entirely and going for Morales. I'm gonna try to get in between them, but again, the Haka can go through me because of his W ability. The enemy Chromie, however, has just been deleted. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I'm gonna follow it up. Double stuns. There you go. A lot of damage onto Brightwing. We lost, however, our Tracer there. Good damage onto the Butcher as well. Him and the Haka fell. The problem with this battleground, design-wise, look at our situation now. If I don't go back and start damaging on the enemy Immortal, the enemy team is gonna come back, full health, guns blazing, and it's just gonna be able to rip us to shreds. This is one of the design issues from my point of view with this goddamn battleground. I'm coming back into lane. I couldn't really get much of an advantage. I couldn't attack this thing right now. And we still lost the first phase of the Immortal. It's one of the reasons I hate this stupid battleground. Okay, let's protect Hammer. Are you going around the Haka? Okay, I thought you would go around for the Hammer. Not gonna happen. We're doing a lot of damage to this Immortal. I just don't think it's gonna be enough by the time they're gonna be able to knock it down before us with a pretty sizable difference as well. That's like 20%. I'm gonna pause here to see if the enemy team wants their globes. They don't want their globes. Okay, good. I'm gonna go top and try to defend against. The enemy team is already leveled. I'm gonna dive away, and Butcher has just wasted his ultimate ability there. The Lamp to the Slaughter, the hitching post, whatever it's called, I forget. It recently got buffed and now can also silence, which is a giant pain in the arse. We got Sergeant Hammer all sieged up, but can we protect him? I'm trying to front for him. I'm trying to protect as Anub'arak, my team. I'm trying to protect my team. Nova coming in. I am diving. Got the stun onto him. I activated my W. Gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna kill him. Do I have backup from Morales? Not at this time, sadly. Knock this guy down. No, Morales, not enough, sadly, to keep me alive there. And now the Butcher will charge into the Morales. You lost your front line. Now you're gonna get deleted, boys. Deleted. Sergeant Hammer will fall to a basic attack, while our very own Tracer will not be able to kill a manaless 20% Nova there. It's gonna turn out in a 3-for-4 overall. Ay. Locust Swarm. I don't believe they have any one target that is more important than the other. I only pick up a Cocoon when I'm facing a Cho'Gall, if the enemy team made their entire strategy around a single hero. Something like Illidan with Aperture, you know, and Rhaegar in the back, and so on and so forth. That's when I pick up Cocoon. But other than that, I normally go for Locust Swarm. This provides AoE damage and sustain for Anub'arak. I need also the sustain I can get right now, considering everything. I do have Morales, but I saw that as soon as I fell there. Oh well, we gotta try to make do with what we got. These are solo queue situations, and I know most of you watching are, and many times, the same predicament. Okay, we're going bot for the mercenary camp. I'm coming. I'm diving. Oh, I thought they were here, because look at the HP of these goat people, these Khazra. So they were here. What are you gonna do, huh? Okay, we got Nova in the back. Nova in the back. Oh, she's gonna try to delete the Nova. I'm diving on their backline like this, activating ulti. I wanna try to get a stun on that Nova. Not gonna happen. My guy survived through all of that, thankfully. Brightwing is with me, and here comes Tracer as well. Gonna put the pulse bomb onto the enemy Brightwing. That's gonna secure 2 for nothing. Yay. Don't worry about it, Tracy. Tracy, I said don't worry about. Oh, what the hell? What you? I'm gonna stun the Nova out of her ulti there. Oh, okay. Doing good. Good. Yeah, top lane is pushing, but I can't be everywhere. Somebody else going freaking clear. Alright, we're gonna pick up our next talent. Level 13 is gonna be Canting Spines. Now, when we activate our W, it will deal a little bit of AoE damage around us, and it will deal double against heroes. And considering we picked up Kitano's Flattening, we theoretically should be able to spam it a whole lot more. But look at my mana. Oh, sure, I'll join. Wait for me. Oh, pink! Oh, God! Get me out of here! What is this pink thing? It's simply not for me. I'm a man's man, don't you? Alright, we're doing good. Come on, boys, we can make this happen. Just a little bit of positive thinking, and we got this. Okay, we got Sergeant Hammer coming in. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Can I go back? No, I can't go back. But I can pick up Fountain. That I can do. I really should set up a timer to see what takes more time, going back and come, but probably going back takes more time. Go for it, do it, boys. Come on, don't be afraid. I will front for you like nobody's business. If you heal me, we're gonna be fine, Morales. You hear me? Morales, stop hitting the goddamn hammer, he's full health. Pop and ult. Getting the stun onto that Sergeant Butcher. Gotta CC this guy a little bit. Not gonna be enough. Butcher still stays alive. Butcher's brand, a lot of healing for him while the Haka chases me down. Oh, Chromie can delete me. That's gonna be a 2-for-1 for the enemy team. And no, I'm too low, and my Morales is now shreked. So therefore, gotta go back. It's hard for me to prevent a goddamn Butcher charging in, you know? Okay, our Tracer is trying to get a little bit of damage. Chromie, I think, forgot that her Q ability doesn't do anything to the Immortals. However, I am back in play, baby. Back in play. Soon we'll have Hammer and Morales back. Maybe we have enough time. Come on, don't worry about it. We gotta do something. Come on, let's go in. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. I'm dead. No, not yet. Morales, please, Q me. Thank you. Okay, wait for a little bit of HP back. Oh, and we got it, baby. We got it with the Sergeant Hammer there from the back line, doing all sorts of nasty damage upon the enemy team. I'm gonna pick up this globe, stun them like so. Are my guys in position? Sergeant Hammer is not in range. Got stasis caught there. I think this is a disengage. Okay, we gotta let this one go. Come on, folks, let's go. We're gonna go on the top lane and assist Elarum for the time being. I don't know if anybody wants to go bottom. They should. We still need that XP. Okay. The time for gathering XP has not yet passed. So we still should have somebody there. We have nobody there on the bright side. Neither does the enemy team. Oh. Perfect! Or maybe, I don't know. Got her. Too late. Oh my god, she's caught. Morales is dead. There goes our support. Oh, good knock back there by our very own, whatchamacallit him? Sergeant Hammer. We got him. Where are you going, the Huck? No, no borrowing today, bro. There will be no borrowing on this goddamn battleground. Level 16 for us. We cleaned the enemy team. 5 for 1, baby. Awesome. We're gonna pick up Epicenter. Increases borrow charge impact area by 85% and also reduces its cooldown by 4 seconds per each enemy hero hit. So if you hit 4 of them, full cooldown, baby. Full cooldown. Okay, we're coming back in. Me winning on Battlefield of Eternity. Take a goddamn picture. It'll last longer. Okay, we're doing good. Come on, can we push all the way to Gore? I don't think so. But if the enemy team is gonna charge at us, and we can get a couple of kills, we might be able to. Protect Morales, 50% man. Oh, here's Nova. Gonna get a Q onto the enemy Nova. Damn it, I should have gone through. I didn't go through. And the Sergeant Hammer with a napalm there, deleting the enemy Nova. We got the pick. The smart choice would be to back away. Why are we not backing away? Don't worry about me. Oh, here we go. Le Bar de Pink Express. Alright, we're going... I would have gone for a different one, but okay. Better than nothing. Good thinking there by our very own Morales. Now, there were 2 good choices for Morales. She could have gone for Medevac, but also if she would have gone for Stim Drone and put it on that Sergeant Hammer over there. Oh my god. That's strong. That is definitely strong. Okay, I'm gonna engage like this. So there you go, guys. That's kind of Anub'arak in a nutshell. The rework he got wasn't really all that extensive. Like I said, did I say that? I don't know if I did. The rework he got compared to other reworks we got up until this point wasn't really all that extensive. Anub'arak for the most part plays the same. Do the changes make a difference for him? Absolutely. But for the most part, again, you play him the same. He feels for the most part the same. Still pretty squishy, especially in the earlier levels. Oh, please don't take a fight without me. Please don't throw this. Come on, guys, we got this. Please, nah. Why don't? Please wait for me. More retreat pings, please. I'm almost there. Okay, I'm here. Okay, we're pushing in. Okay. We should be safe now. Thankfully, nobody charged into them. They didn't realize I wasn't there. Oh, that's a Nova? Yes, it is. Novi, what are you doing, babe? I'm gonna get a lot of sustained damage from my W. I'm gonna be able... No, Morales, stay here! Oh, he's gonna be put back in time? Yes, he is. Epicenter! Oh, okay. Guys, finish. Please finish. We can finish. My friends, this is a finishing situation. Bros, trust you me. We can finish. Go for core. That's it, boys. Good job. Awesome. Thank you very much for listening. Alright, guys. We should be able to secure GG now with no problem at all. Yeah, the enemy team core is dropping like a mother. So, here are the final talents. Okay, at level 20, I would have probably gone for Hardened Shield if but I didn't really feel all that squish. Hive Master is, again, another option. You get sustained, a little bit of healing, and a little bit of extra damage as well. We're gonna check final stats. And we're gonna wrap it up with my feelings, my conclusions on the brand new Anub'arak, which feels a whole lot like the old Anub'arak. But anyway, here's the stats, guys. You want to check out damage? Here we go. You can pork out more if you build differently. Don't worry about it. And here, the final talent. So, Anub'arak. The more things change, the more they stay the same in terms of actual gameplay for old Anub'arak. As in, all the reworks we got up until this point kind of modified the way we play a hero. With Kael'thas, with Tychus as well. Not so much in Anub's case. I wouldn't even call it a full rework, okay? The changes Blizzard made to him do make a difference. It does have some impact, but from my point of view, not a major one. I believe that Anub'arak will remain a niche pick for the time being. What is he good at? What is he not good at? Let's talk about that. Is he good at being a solo tank? Not really. I wouldn't recommend it with one exception. Anub'arak can solo tank if you're going for a full bursting composition. Maybe a gang squad. For something like, for a map where rotations are encouraged. Okay, maybe Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire. I like those two examples because those are kind of my favorite. Okay, on rotation, if you want to rotate from lane to lane and wreck people and you just need a couple of seconds, okay, to destroy somebody, just need that initial CC, then Anub'arak can provide that, okay? But then again, if you're going for that kind of team composition, you can forget about a warrior altogether if that's what you want to do. So he's definitely, he can work as a solo warrior in that sort of a team composition. In a team composition when you're gonna go for sustained fights, not as much. As a solo warrior, as a solo tank, not gonna work as much. He's simply too squishy. He doesn't have enough damage mitigation to actually compete. And you know what? People are just gonna jump him. They're gonna focus him down and they're gonna kill him, or they're gonna burn his escape borrow charge, and then he's forced back, and therefore you don't have your theoretical main tank. So definitely wouldn't recommend him as a main tank. If you want to look for main tank material, something that can take a pounding, look at Joanna, look at Moradin, look at ATC, look at Stitches. Okay, even Stitches can take soak up a lot of damage, and he's got nice sustain as well. So what is he good at? Where does he shine? Where's his ideal role? Apart from the fact that when you see a Cho'Gall, you should pick him up for the Web Blast, if not for anything else, and maybe couple him with a Karazim for the 7-sided strike and all whatnot. He excels at diving a backline because, again, his Q into E, he excels at diving a backline, not necessarily killing mages and hunting down mages, but high range AA attackers such as Jimmy Raynor as well. Though he's gonna have more trouble with Jimmy, he can definitely dive a backline like there's no tomorrow. So he would shine in a team composition where you either have another bruiser to watch out for your squishies, kind of peel and all whatnot, and let Anub'arak be wild and free and go for the enemy team backline, crowd control them, get them locked down and all that good stuff. Keep in mind that normally, ideally, you should engage, you should try to get an impale, okay, and follow it up maybe with borrow charge, but in best circumstances is that you keep your borrow charge available for an escape. Obviously, if you're sure that your team is going to get kills and you're going to win that team fight, just borrow charge in. Again, your body being present there is a big deal. You can body block quite nicely. Obviously, if you pick up Locust Swarm, the AoE damage, AoE sustain, you're going to be a terror like that. And if you build like I build, when you pop your W every time, do a lot of area of effect damage, that's going to matter a lot as well. What else I wanted to say? Yes, I wanted to say something during the game, but I forgot, I think. Borrow charge. Careful on how you use this ability. Ideally, when you are chasing down a target with borrow charge, try to knock them up after you're behind them. So you body block them and apply the knock up at the same time, especially through a tight corridor. So again, knock up and then land on the other side of the opposing hero so you can body block at the same time. That's going to be extremely useful for you. That's one tip I wanted to give you guys. Other builds for Anub'arak, there's a couple. You can still play with a Scarab or Beetle Sustain Anub'arak. He can definitely work. I never liked this build from the get-go simply because it's too iffy. The Beetle's gotta spawn, then it's gotta get in position, then it's gotta attack something and not go to lane. The Beetle AI is not as horrible as it was on launch. Okay, it works a lot better now. It's still not great. So again, it's gotta spawn, then it's gotta run to the side, and maybe it gets knocked down by AoE effects, and you're not gonna get much out of it. Never really liked the Beetle build, for the most part. And well, again, he will shine in a team composition when you have another warrior, another tank, another bruiser, okay, that can protect your squishies and let the Anub'arak dive the backline like there's no tomorrow. Other than that, what should you have him in your roster, and is he quote-unquote meta? Well, in all honesty, I can't really answer that one for you. I have all the heroes. I play absolutely everything, and you should have Anub'arak anyway just because Cho'Gall exists. Okay, Anub'arak can be a very strong response to Cho'Gall in terms of actual competitive play. So yeah, you should have him in your lineup. Just be careful in how you use them. Don't believe you're a tank. I see a lot of players after the rework thinking they're tanks and they just get shreked, and well, there you go. And I think that's pretty much it. If you guys got any question about Anub'arak, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer. But until next time, my name has been Leyzar. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you again soon.